Exploring Zarathustra's teachings, illuminating the intersection of light and darkness in Delo's book. Zarathustra initially stated in his philosophy, "Listen to the words and contemplate them with clear thought, then choose for yourself the path you must pursue." From the two mental inclinations that emerged at the beginning of creation, one manifests goodness and the other evil. Between these two, the wise chooses righteousness, while the ignorant chooses falsehood. Zarathustra, the prophet of ancient Iran and the founder of Zoroastrianism, represents one of the oldest religions in the world. Delo scholars believe that he lived about 2 ages before the year 2020, that is, 3,672 years ago, although the exact date is uncertain by today's researchers, but according to the emergence of each new era in every 1,836 years, we witness the presence of the arrival of Mitra, Zoroaster, and then Mani were in each of these eras. Zarathustra is renowned for his teachings centered around the worship of Ahura Mazda, the supreme god representing truth, light, and goodness, and the struggle between Ahura Mazda and Angra Mainyu, or Ahriman, the force of falsehood, darkness, and evil. Zarathustra's teachings emphasize the importance of ethical behavior, free will, and the ultimate triumph of good over evil. His hymns, known as the Gathas, are among the oldest religious texts in existence and form the core of the Zoroastrian holy book. The influence of Zarathustra has been profound, shaping the religious and cultural outlook of ancient Iran and beyond. Now, the question arises, how do these two forces come into existence, and how are they related? Let's use an analogy to make these concepts easier to grasp. Imagine a body occupying space and its counterpart, which seeks to empty that space. Interestingly, these two spaces must always coexist, and one cannot exist without the other. So, if light shines on a body, like a shadow, it always follows the body. Here, we're not talking about opposing spaces but rather another dimension that exists alongside us, which we cannot perceive or see. Simply put, our space is constructed in two forms, one where light dominates darkness, and the other where darkness surrounds light. What happens when darkness dominates light? In this scenario, its orbits move inward, and its circuits enter its smaller space. That is, its orbits are directed towards its own interior and enter its anti-space. Therefore, the orbits of this matter become much finer, allowing them to easily pass through objects. So, this matter, created by the placement of darkness over light, can penetrate through bodies and elements. And because there are two opposing types of gods, namely anti-light and anti-darkness, and each of these gods is a creator of beings made from their inner essence, beings can exist in our world in the form of black, smoky entities that can pass through walls. This is possible because our world is made up of a mixture of these two gods, and also because we, as conscious beings with the right to decide our own fate, are a type of force that can break the boundaries between these two worlds and establish connections between them. In this way, these smoky beings have been able to enter our space. So, scientifically and philosophically speaking, jinn can exist, with the distinction that the elements of their beings arise from the placement of darkness over light, while matter and antimatter are created from light over darkness. So, in a world where beings can exchange energy levels through awareness, hell cannot be created by its supposed architects, be it the god of light or the god of darkness. Instead, it is created by their creations, who have the power to choose their own destiny. This means that intelligent beings choose to venture into one of these two realms, light or darkness, through their own choices, empowering them in the process. Therefore, hell is not created by the god of light, but rather by us humans, who, by surrendering our souls to darkness, breathe life into it and give it existence. Consequently, we enable them with even greater power through our own impure actions. So, the creator of hell is not the God of light, but rather Ahriman. Darkness is created in opposition to it. We transform our own light into the compressive force of darkness through sin, and upon passing from this world to the next, we send our compressed and fiery souls into the abyss of darkness, where they are drawn together in a fiery hell. In this collision, we endure torment that ultimately leads to the joy of darkness. Thus, we, intelligent beings, are the creators of hell, shaping our own afterlife through our choices in this material world.